Ladies and gentlemen, you already know the vibe. Okay, now tonight we are hosting one of the most intelligent, brilliant guy I've ever seen. One of the most intelligent guy that I know. This one no be cap. Stay tuned. Just say my hige medem no here waranya. Again, by first of all, Oti is a multi-talented nigga. Oh ya teremi he hongadihum. Oh ya seremi hende bafana. Again, he's an artist. He's a musician. He's a creative director. He's a movie director. He's a He's an author. He's a writer. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Oti Johnknsgley. First of all, Negonai flute. Okobawa in the motherfucking chart. Okobawa. Anamano. Awe hurasano. Bilite ka ino hero time ade. Oti Johnknsgley, the multi-talented Oti. Okobawa in the motherfucking chat, ladies and gentlemen. The multi-talented Oti is here. Just stay tuned. No, you're going to learn so many things here. Okay, now what? This night is not just a regular night. The multi-talented Oti is here. Oti, are you done with your flute?
Yeah, normal level.
You are highly welcome, and I must say thanks for coming. I gotta give you again, but for now, I want to thank you for coming. Like I said before, ladies and gentlemen, Oti is one of the most intelligent people I've seen in my lifetime. Oti is one of the most brilliant people I've seen in my lifetime. I've known Oti, I don't want to start exaggerating, 25 years. Ladies and gentlemen, Oti is here. Now listen. Now Oti, you know, I don't watch so many podcasts and interviews that you've been. Oti, do you believe in Nigeria?
Okay, what I have to say, my entrance point or my premise is this. If Nigeria ever works, I am saying this publicly, let the university that gave me my certificate and degree, I graduated with first class honors, let them withdraw it. I will tear my document. I will tear my certificate if Nigeria works, because it will prove they went him go to school.
Akobawa in the motherfucking chat. Akobawa in the motherfucking chat. Oti abi igwe. Now Oti, are you telling us that you've written is this evidence that Nigeria is not going to work?
This is my thesis, documented, supervised by professors. I got a thesis. This is a research that took me 4 solid years to research about Nigeria and the solution for Nigeria. And the solution is, ladies and gentlemen, on we can walk.
Akobawa in the motherfucking chat. Akobawa in the motherfucking chat. Now, you are telling me that you don't believe in Nigeria.
I don't need to believe or not believe in Nigeria. Facts. And there is no amount of prayer, no amount of government, no amount. We are in a diplomatic hostage.
Akobawa in the motherfucking chat. Akobawa in the motherfucking chat. Diplomatic hostage. This English, you gotta find.
Okay. Diplomatic hostage entails that we are now meant to be the ones protecting our slavery. This is modern enslavement. And we have no apologies for that. It's an academic document that any court of law that brings me to defend it, the lawyers know what they are going to expect, because it's an academic statement. I'm not talking just kekuoku. I'm talking academically. So this is 9 pages bibliography. I used 9 pages. See list just
compile that Nigeria is not going to work.
Yeah, 9 pages. First, second, 9 pages. Access. So this is 55 pages document in total.
This is 55 pages document in total. You documented. The document is all about Nigeria can never work.
It can never work.
Okubawa in the motherfucking chat. Okubawa in the motherfucking chat. The only man that documented 49 pages, proving with an evidence written down that Nigeria can never work. Yes. Now, elaborate. Okay. We need to know. We need to explore. Now is your time.
Okay.
How, like, that Nigeria can never work.
Okay.
Now, excuse me, before then. Now, in which aspect are you trying to tell us that Nigeria can never work? Is it in political aspect or in all ramifications? Everything around about Nigeria no gonna work.
Okay, first of all, the word Nigeria is an insult to anybody who identifies with it.
How come away in the motherfucking chat?
The word Nigeria comes from the Latin coinage, nigger area. If you go outside the shores of Africa and call someone and use the word Nigaro, a musician, recently changed his name in recent times to Mr. Raw. Do you know why? He wanted to go for a show and he was asked that his name, his title is an insult, is an abuse. Nigger, but we are answering it as a country.
So you are telling us, I thought now, I'm not trying to, but I thought that Nigeria, in the website the name was, the name was brought out from Niger, based on Niger area.
Yes, that's Niger, River Niger.
Yes.
The area of Niger.
Yeah.
The river was named also by the slave traders.
How come away in the motherfucking chat?
So that river, there were people who were fishing in that river. And when they go get in that river before Habia, they had a name for that river. Miriamambala. This is the river between Delta and Anambra. Yeah. When it entered, if you go through Kogi and all the places it entered, the indigenous people, they have the name they call that river. And then you have this man, Mungo Park, that said he discovered River Niger, just came and named it because it was wide and called it River that concerns the black slave. Ivory Coast, coast of Ivory. Our own was slave coast. Because now in Nigeria, they had the highest quality slaves. So let us not dwell so much on the nomenclature of Nigeria.
Okubawa in the motherfucking chat. Okubawa in the motherfucking chat. Let's not dwell on the nomenclature of Nigeria. I'm not to be English before. That's why I told you that this guy is the most intelligent people. Like only I come to school of man. And I'm a school. So all those nomenclature. Let's go. Continue.
So we proceed to the meaning of Nigeria. Has Nigeria ever worked? Fundamentally, 865,000 euros. That was what the Queen of England and the British government paid the company, British Royal Niger Company. You, a proud Nigeria, patriotic Nigeria, you were bought for 865,000 euros. Evidences are here. I'm not talking fact. I'm not talking...
Evidence about Nigeria is here. Continue.
865,000 euro, not up to 1 million euro, was paid to dominate you and to create you into one beast of impossibility. This is a British practical. They are using us for practicals. And trace it from time immemorial. Even when these people left and handed us over, say, handle this country. Those who were the so-called founding fathers of this country, Nigeria, all of them were kids. Azikiwe was a kid in 1914. Tafawa Balewa was a kid in 1940. So who is that father? Who goes that father that founded Nigeria? So it was simply handed over, a slave department handed over to the people who would be used to control us. So if you keep on talking about the resolution, how to solve the problem of Nigeria, Peter Obi, let me go to him.
So now, are you trying to say that, okay, when they talk.
Now, anybody, any human being that has blood in his veins, that comes out to say I have a way to make Nigeria work. It's your worst enemy because they are.
Okubo, why in the motherfucking chatting? Let's go.
Because such a person is trying to postpone your freedom. I need to here Nigerian weekend, man. You know, 2027 election, they are talking about go and get your PVC now. You are getting your PVC. Very good. Prepare yourself. Prepare yourself. You are trying to challenge people without conscience. You're trying to challenge a system that those who are in power, they know it. If Peter Obi, if I have the opportunity, I admire and respect Peter Obi so much as an Igbo man, and not even beyond the fact that he's an Igbo man, as a politician that has integrity. I admire him. But if I am to face Peter Obi face to face in a debate, the first thing I will tell him, I will list out, I criticized him in this book.
How come away in the motherfucking chatting? You criticize our incoming.
Yes, and I wrote it clearly how the Beavers election will fare. 2023. It will fare. It failed. I had a debate with my classmate then. That's 2023. It's not going to work. So if I have the opportunity with Peter Obi face to face, I will tell him, Mr. Peter Obi, Sir, Your Excellency, stop giving people false hope. You know it that Nigeria will not work. If you enter power and take over power, and with all your good plans, implementation, come here, they will scatter everybody in this country instead of you to implement the good works and plans you have in this country. First of all, who will even allow you to enter power? Even if you are allowed to enter power, how will you possibly implement when a country where people are doing end SARS and some other people are doing end SARS? VDM will be protesting. Some other people are protesting against VDM's protest. We are so divided because structurally speaking, you cannot mix two different kind of entities. We are in an explosion of nature.
Oh, come on, why in the motherfucking chatting?
So the Northerners, they are feudalists and oligarchs. Their system is different, added with their majority, the religion they practice majorly. We cannot agree on the same thing. So the Yoruba people, they are unique in their own way. The Igbo, we are unique in our own way. To combine these three, trying to see if we can see a way to merge these people, we take 2,000 years before a miracle will happen. And that miracle is that you have to go into the mindset of every Northerner, every Yoruba man, every Igbo man, and every other tribe to make us to have one language and one culture, one religion. And how are you going to make that happen? Without that, Nigeria can never be better. Politically speaking, you cannot implement because they're not that. Look at what is happening. Fulani herdsmen are in through their pushing. If you woke up the warlords, the proud Nigerian soldiers who fought to keep Nigeria warm in the Civil War of 1967 and 1970, and tell them, come and see the Nigeria you fought to protect, they will say, chai, walai. So this thing you are doing now, personally, one of my greatest fear, where more mudo in Nigeria.
I swear. I swear.
One of my greatest
my greatest fear. Now, somebody is asking a question in the chat. Okay. I have a question. Is Nigeria the only country with such ethnic differences?
Now, the answer is very, very simple. Excuse me, please.
Continue.
Nigeria is not the only country with ethnic differences. But Nigeria is unique because it does not have only ethnic difference. It has religious difference. It has
tribe difference.
Tribal ethnic. Okay. So they are more related. So it has religious difference and it has a difference in agenda. Look at India, for example. India for 300. That's why I tell people, keep doing what you are doing in Nigeria. Highest okay take 500 years, it will still explode. Okay, but because we are dealing with human beings, we are not compatible. We are an incompatible set of chemicals. We cannot survive it. India was one with Pakistan before. For 300 years, Britain bind them together. After binding them together for 300 years, India still broke away with Pakistan. What cannot work, cannot work. America practices multiculturalism, but based on one principle of a Judeo-Christian, listen carefully, Judeo-Christian base of their law. So their laws are based on Judeo-Christian tradition. That is why America they swear with the Bible. But your country swear with Quran, Bible, Amadioha.
Okubawa in the motherfucking chat. Okubawa.
So there is no how you compare yourself with countries with different ethnicities, but they believe in one thing. Do you know the power of religion? You people do not understand the power of religion. Religion comes from the words relegere, ligare, and religio, meaning to bind, to link, and relationship.
The highest courtism in religion. In courtism, none of waka religion.
So, for you to compare Nigeria with any other, there is no place in the whole world like Nigeria. Nigeria is a very, very unique. Nigeria, they can print. You can't get it elsewhere in the world. You can't get any other place like Nigeria in the whole world. In fact, you may go outside this planet, you can't see it. So, I think your question, you need to look beyond the fact of its ethnicity.
Continue. Let's move. Sorry.
Yeah. Now, just to prove to you the power of Nigeria, to you, an average young man and an average young girl. So, an average young man now, within 27 to 30 or 27 to 35, you are ripe and overripe to have a woman to settle down with. But in your church and wherever you worship, there are laws that will tell you, do not fornicate and sleep with a woman before marriage. And those principles become your morality. But Nigeria makes your morality a particular case. Why? Because thou shalt not fornicate for someone born and brought up in America is different from thou shalt not fornicate for someone in Nigeria.
Okubawa in the motherfucking chat.
Because someone in America, there is something called child support. If you fornicate and give birth to a child, the government has structured the society that it's easy for you to bear the consequences of your fornication. But here, the consequences, if you are not ready, if the woman gets pregnant, the consequences are high. You have to struggle beyond your wits. Many of us, we are struggling to feed, coffee feed another to bring that.
I swear. I swear. No verse. I didn't keep to time. Yeah, we were 10 minutes late. But please, sorry for the inconvenience. Jaban always show up. Thank you, my G. Continue.
So, when you understand that Nigeria is affecting your faith, Nigeria is affecting Nigeria itself. Let me tell you something. I'm saying this on a very strong authority. Any church authority, with all due respect to those who are shepherds of faith. I am not trying to relegate anybody, but I'm saying this on good authority, that God will shock all of you the way he judges Nigerians. Yahoo boys, you will be judged differently. Onyoshi will be judged differently. Prostitute on the road, you'll be surprised that in that your Christian belief that the prostitute will make heaven. Because if you bring an average American white person, bring Kamoyan and Nigeria,
I swear. Okubawa in the motherfucking chat. Okubawa. Now, I tell them the other time, I got them Hasana. Now my live section, when can be to the live this year. You know, say now for TikTok, I'll be one day go live, but they are not allowing me to flow. because there are some words in get used to how I am. And when life man, the thing went viral. People started reacting on it. I told them now, in this life, I know no unborn child with a bright future. No unborn child with a bright future. Yeah. An average man among one in Nigeria, the probability of Nawanye would be too high.
Very high.
Oh, too high. Why can't you get more gap? The other time I was having a conversation. No shade. My sister she's a 21 years old girl. The other time I'm when they mother, my sister I'm not sure on 2 or 3 relationship. But I'm them called bipolar relationship. But if this girl is not my sister, she's not ugly. By this time, I'm going to know shawo like okay when them go na with do to gene. Now this guy Diego ne help you because my sister ain't no much.
Then what do you call that? It's an indirect shawo. So
that's what I'm telling you now.
So, directly or indirectly? Okay.
No, like it's all the normal. Now, an average Nigerian man, potentially normal. The road from nothing to something, the very, very, or the more than narrow. And I see the road to success is more than narrow. I know how I struggle into this level. No, now. Level no, Nigeria is a very poor country. People Amabe. You know, Nigeria is a poor country, but the problem when they mother Amage, they don't know. Moto ni na about here. 80% of moto Nigerians say na moto na about. Nigeria is a poor country. So many of them Amabe. I cannot continue.
Now, based on what you are talking about now, which makes sense, it's a wisdom from practical experience that I am now talking directly to men of God. Save your energy. That energy, just say people, stop fornicating, stop stealing. Put that energy in shouting for the liberation of people in this country. Shout to the government. Have go to the church again. They are not the problem. If things balance, do you know that money opens your choices? That is why we shout so much in the church here. But outside there, people calm down.
Oh, when they go na calm down. When you go, you cannot have option.
I swear.
When you go, the choiceless.
Yes.
When you go, the choiceless. You don't have choice. One of the things in Egypt, I'm a millions on account. I'm a millions on account. Will it fuck off you and your guinea? Because all them naka. I cannot have this confidence. I tell people one of the things in the confidence I want to make them if you're broke, you cannot have this kind of confidence in money. This is clean. Confidence, having money naturally, okay, everybody. One of the highest truths you can know in your lifetime when you go to make his sorrow.
Confirm.
One of the highest truths that you will hear in your lifetime is a rich man do what he wants. Normal level. A rich man decide a boy a poor man boy. My guy, you cannot send sub. I'm not eligible for sub. It will the criteria. That's why I'm on 30 days stream. I've been streaming since Sunday till now. I can be streaming for 30 days. Let me see. Although they do IRL. Continue.
So now, if we are to go into more details, because why I'm being very, very careful in exploring, because there is no time. We don't have so much time. So if I
no do your thing. I'm with the cake after 11, but I just the check. I don't say that. So make we blame Tinubu now. I be make we no blame him.
No. So Tinubu, as it stands now, is a very clever politician. You know, when I look at Tinubu, I give him a thumbs up. I call him senior man. You know what Tinubu is doing? Tinubu entered power. He started borrowing, and he has borrowed beyond the whole. Since Nigeria was created, combine all the debts. Tinubu borrowed it in one tenor.
Oh, come on, why in the motherfucking chat?
And do you know what he's doing? Tinubu is borrowing that money and he's subtly developing Yoruba land. Tinubu is a very clever man. because Tinubu knows that Nigeria is about to do bad. It's about game over. So gather as much as you can from the so-called national treasury. So he's enriching himself and his people, his own personal people. So whatever you are saying with regard to Tinubu is a bad man, Tinubu is a bad... if you are an Igbo man, blame your Igbo politicians. And then pay respect to some who are developing, someone like Alex Oti. He understands the game. He's developing his own. Develop your own, because time is secure your own. Build your security. Tighten everything.
It's going to be a very hard country by next year, because before November or December now, assign a police and assign a state police. So who insecurity maybe they see Tinubu come. No, hold your governor accountable.
Exactly.
Tinubu coronation gonna be next year.
Restructuring. Now, that restructuring regional autonomy is one of the solutions proposed to make Nigeria work. But it will go against some part of the country, which is the Northerners. So Yoruba people will benefit from regional autonomy. Igbo will become Dubai. There is no two ways about it. Give Igbo 20 years, this place will become picnic center. People will be coming to Igbo land. Just look at what Alex Oti did in Aba within 4 years. He tried normally, if you know Aba before. Now, Tinubu, thank you for reminding me about that bill he's about to sign, state police. Now, when he signs state police, it becomes the responsibility of the people to protect themselves by their own people. And now, the difficulty in this is that it kills the quota system, whereby 2 days ago, if you go to NTA, National Television Authority's page, 3,000 Boko Haram members. That was the headline. 720 were radicals. 3,000 were reintegrated. Now, these people will be made, some of these people will be taken. And may have policemen sent to your region. And they will open fire on you. They will open fire on you normally. They will do anything to you. They don't care. Now, if you change that system, it means you will pack that same people for them. They will be enjoying the fruit of their labor.
Mainly people who go to be police for Abia
people. So it means anything you vomit, you swallow it. So it means if you are breeding terrorists, enjoy it. So you see that.
Let's continue.
You see the cleverness. And what this will lead to is that the North, because of the greed, I'm sorry, with all due respect to the good Northerners and very, very conscientious Northerners, because of the greed and eyes fixated on power, they left their children, they left their future to be almajiri. They left their future without education. They call education a haram. You don't know the power of education. So it's not necessarily school, but proper making it possible for. Do you know let me make this point. That you are educated is not because nigga school went first class, went certificates. No. You're educated because you pass through a training that makes it easy for you to listen to another person's opinion. That is the meaning of education. That I can be talking to you and you are listening to my opinion. And you are not killing me because I made my opinion. But the average northern religious social enculturation and indoctrination.
How come why you never fucking chat? I get English on this section. I told you all. Continue.
So that northern balance makes it very, very difficult that these people, their oligarchy, their feudal system, their system of government is that don't challenge those in power. So it means an average northerner, you are just to receive. Don't challenge those in power. But the average Republican nature of the Igbo man, that is why an average Igbo man is educated, whether you went to school or not. Because you can challenge someone. I do not accept the opinion. Even my opinion can be challenged. So that is the meaning of education, that you can withstand another person's opinion. But the situation whereby these people have bred people that they breed don't challenge. Anybody that starts challenging them becomes a problem. And then the northern system, you now combine these three systems. The Yoruba people are monarchs. They love their traditional rulers. When you combine this, yes, I love somebody said Igbo enweghị. This is the Republican nature of the Igbo. You combine these three bombs and in the extension of the different other tribes. When you talk of Efik, Ibibi and those, traditionally speaking, Efik and Ibibi, they are one Arab people. These people, they are make research, their DNA proven. So you combine everything together and want us to practice one thing. Go to the Nigerian constitution. The Islamic principles were read. Edeturu, Sharia principles, Islamic principles. Not one mention of Christianity. Not one mention of Omenala.
Okobo, why in the motherfucking charting?
And the Nigerian constitution you are talking about, in 1999, General Abdul Salami Abubakar, when he was about to hand over to democracy, Wabuta Obasanjo from prison, constituted 44 men. 44 men. He just appointed a mother 44. Say, no, prepare a constitution for 200 million. I'm sorry to say, 200 million mugus. Mother 44 on the Derun constitution. We are 200 million in number, and we are being ruled by the constitution predicated by 44 men that did not consult you.
Okobo, why in the motherfucking charting?
And this is the same constitution. You want to go and say PVC.
I swear. I told them that Nigeria can never thrive with that 1999 constitution. And what I'm saying, 1999 constitution, the kind power on the presidency.
Thank you.
Nigeria can never work with that kind of constitution.
Thank you.
Let me tell you something. In America, Trump cannot sack a sitting governor in America. Okay, only that power, the level of power in the states, sovereignty. Like this is a true definition of sovereignty. Or they in Nigeria, Tinubu can wake up one morning, saying, "No, just the Oti, the level of Uduka, like listen. Let me tell you this thing. Listen. Let me tell you something. When they want to introduce your president, the commander-in-chief of all armed forces. Oh yeah, I'm with the final say. Or one day in the court, execution of the final say. Tinubu with the final say. In America, Trump with final say in America. Are they possible? Now you think that 1999 constitution, a constitution that gave president the power to appoint an INEC chairman, that gave president the power to cancel election while the election is still on, that gave president the power to appoint to Itiakeyama appoint vice. Yeah, Nigeria will actually
Sleep Joe, I must say I'm not trying to flatter, but the level of your debt, sometimes I wonder if you secretly lecturers are supposed to be scared of you, guy.
No. You know, I tell people currently now, everything. I tell them I'm 30-something years with 50-something years experience.
That's what.
My 2007, that time my papa don't die. I've been into politics. Although say I know they really, my first time of voting was 2020. Okay, 2020. Then 2015 I voted. That time I was 20. I know so many things about politics. I've read so many constitutions about Nigeria. But without being told, Nigeria can never thrive with that 1999 constitution. I will make what I mean. I can't power President TG. Unless I told them, good Lord Jonathan, no one rule Nigeria again. He's just tired. Because he has the power to cancel that election.
No, man.
How can you allow a president to appoint an INEC chairman, the future of our unborn kids,
and
the person not in power will only get decide here?
And if you go to court, you appointed the judge.
Okobo, why in the motherfucking charty?
The Chief Justice of the Federation.
Okobo, why in the appoint?
One phone call and what put the guy?
Okobo, why in the motherfucking chat? Who may appoint? You may
the Army General.
Army General. Le civil Ele ihe a na-akpọ their citizen defense ka ọ gịnị ka
Civil
na.
defense.
Enwe ihe a na-akpọ onye na-defend the citizens ka ọ
Okay,
gịnị. Enwe ihe a na-akpọ ya.
Federation.
Enwe ihe a na-akpọ ya. Then you omekwe IG of police appoint.
So,
Mukoma, the power president nwere in our constitution. Nigeria ga work.
it cannot work.
This is not, there is no two ways about it. Then all we need say Sunday Madoku because they are supporting Tinubu and you are just being delusional.
Very highly delusional. You are just
I told them that the only thing Tinubu lose the election oh yeah, on Nigeria the lamma.
No man.
I can believe. That means now I got to pull anybody.
Even to that extent, why it is very, very complex is that if Tinubu leaves power, then know that
Something
brace yourself for impact. Ima, enwere plan ga-achọ ọ dịka ọ na-acha land. I say fasten your seatbelt. Tinubu pụọ n'ọchịchị na Nigeria here. If Tinubu does not win 2027 election, we are going to witness what is beyond anybody. Here.
Continue. Let's continue.
Even if you put the angelic candidate, let me quote. I don't know if you've heard of Bishop Kuka. Bishop Kuka, oh, a northern bishop, even at a point, America, change his opinion. He's a controversial man. He said something. He's a northerner. Oh, an Hausa man. He said something. Elect an angel and put on the seat of Nigeria. He can do nothing because we do not have the capacity. I am not quoting him ipse verba. I'm paraphrasing him. So, because we do not have the capacity to push for the outcome we want. Why? A typical example is that more than 40 children were kidnapped. And people have the courage. When I go on social media, I see people, celebrities, see content creators on their page say, hell, the security situation, get your PVC 2027, 6 months time.
Now, let me tell you something. Children are in the bush. Your problem is politics.
Yes,
I told them, look, let me show you something. Come see you something. You know, when I tell them that I don't think the way many Nigerians think. I check, I plus and minus. I'm not a perfect person, but in so many cases, I do tell them that I am. What is this? Can you help me and read this?
Politics will not save Nigeria.
Politics will not save Nigeria. This is a post I made on June 7th, 2025. Innocent children, they bush. On a problem, I say PVC. You just want the country to spoil because of getting the president where they there. You know, like him. I myself no like Tinubu. Tinubu don't do me the tea. Now, from the things, I just want to ask you, do you think that the subsidy that was removed is for a better Nigeria?
The subsidy removed, if at all it was applied, it could have helped to make life easier. So, because the fund and the feedback from the subsidy was supposed to have been applied. So, but you removed subsidy and you don't even have enough money to cater your problems to the extent that you are now borrowing. So it means that we could have even left that subsidy there and not removed it. So that subsidy removal was a worsening of the problem.
Hello. I beg come close, make it. Okay.
Excuse me, please.
No wahala.
That subsidy removal was the intention, if at all it was practicalized. That is why I'm a pragmatist. And my theory is that anything in if it does not correspond in practical terms, it is meaningless.
Oh, it's your scam.
Your scam. So the subsidy removal, it does not correspond with the practical idea that subsidy should solve. So solution-oriented. So that subsidy removal wasn't the situation of Nigeria. It wasn't the problem. So it couldn't have. It could have solved the problem of the economic strangulation. It could have helped to soften the issue but it wasn't the problem. So the thing is that anybody coming in, we have a genius idea. That is why I'm pitying Peter Obi. I just wish, from the depth of my heart, I just wish Tinubu and the government of all those in power will say, okay, Peter Obi, here. Let's give you the opportunity. That guy will cry. You don't know where you are. You are. Oh, Chim.
Now, Peter Obi is talking about cutting the cost of governance, making sure that every seaport around Nigeria works, making sure that there will be no form of corruption, criminality in his government.
So, which means you are going to send up to 10,000 politicians on exile. How will you do that? Politicians who are immersed in corruption, who are surviving in corruption. 1. 2, if you retire all of them and say, okay, let me give you presidential pardon. All of you go. Let's have a new set in 4 years. How are you going to achieve that? Okay, now, supposing you do that and they allow you, and you start opening seaports, opening things and reduce quota system. Quota system means those who are not, that is trying to say, I say, I call basketball. I say, okay, because a butuo, the basketball, the basket, butuo ya, very minute. So, and your height now could have been an advantage. It's natural to you.
Yeah.
You understand? Now, but they will bring it so low. And not that they bring it so low. How chopogin at the game? You are not so qualified. So that is the problem of quota system, that those who are not qualified because of where they come from, they give them the top commissioner of police, someone, Nagacha Ezibo school. You see people who are qualified to be medical doctors, you write JAMB, you want to apply for medicine and surgery, and you see admission on merit, admission on Onemamado. Those who will merit it are those who are connected. You have 250 in JAM. Someone who has 70 will secure admission in medicine and surgery. You repeat JAM. You get with that admission. So if Peter Obi cuts this quota system and cuts everything, making everywhere balanced now, it means Igbo will overshadow everybody.
Why in the motherfucking chat?
They have tried it before in the early period of independence. Ndi Igbo became in the industry. Igbo. That is the beginning. If you want to, Ndi Igbo say, "Onye na amahebe mmiri shibido mawe agaghị ime."
Oga ma ebe ọ nọ kwụsị, Ọsadebe kwuru ya.
Yes.
Onye na amahebe mmiri shizo waga amali ebe ọ nọ kwụsị. That is the reason why I'm just trying to deviate,
yes,
but
yes.
We are going to continue. This is the true definition of now. Enwere girl na dey happy. Gay chori me ya ka dey happy. Imakwa na onye mere ya ya dey sad. Ima onye mere ya ya dey unhappy. Onye na ime ebe mmiri ashize we. Ime ebe mmiri shigba na opi ogbogoro. This is not your responsibility. Any unhappy girl should stay unhappy. It's not your responsibility to give her happiness. Ime ebe mmiri shize we ga amali ebe ono kwụsị. Continue.
Normal. Now, you see that they have tried it, historically speaking. If you go back to history, they tried it before the quota system. Anybody, if you are qualified, you take the job. If you are not qualified, you go and try to be qualified. At the time, Ojukwu was so educated that there was no position in the Nigerian army that could suit his education. He was the most qualified among all of them. So, Ndi Igbo, we are so educated, we are good. It's not their fault. Now, but it eventually becomes their fault because nature in its own breeds competition. Nature breeds competition. And now it becomes your fault when you don't simply go and live with your own kind. Go and live with. So that is what we call natural selection in Charles Darwin's theory of natural selection. If you know, so we are eventually, or the origin of Igbos dominates. The origin of Igbos are dominating people. That is why you go to Yoruba land in Lagos. They are there in their market and they dominate the market. Not because they are taking anything by force, but by merit. They can't help it. They are clever. So the best thing to do is to control the gap is quota system. To reduce the energy of Ndi Igbo and now to use those Hakama to rule them and to be in charge of them. And that is why we will perpetually be in this struggle. Any day you say, Peter Obi, remove quota system, neutralize everything, there will be war.
Okobo, why in the motherfucking chat?
There will be war. This is common sense. This is common sense because the Igbo, we dominate. It means you are giving open all the seaports. Open the seaports in Ali Igbo. Goods will no longer come into Lagos. Who will give them revenue again? Ndi Igbo, a lot here, they develop. You will not see one forest in Igbo land. People will build houses everywhere. Ndi Igbo will develop everywhere. To the extent, the jealousy will be so much that they will be impoverished. They will be impoverished. So, and they will not be able to exist in one country with the same people that they are looking at these people. Akala has so much. So, how do you solve this problem? Separate these people. So
now you are saying that the only solution is for everybody to go his own way.
Yes, that is
the country.
That is the only solution. And you know what I'm saying. I'm not in the business of Nigerian pastors that work on you psychologically. I speak on facts. Let me speak on what we call prophetic logic. It is not just the solution of Nigeria, but it will eventually happen one day.
Oh, come on, why in the motherfucking chat?
Even if...
Now, categorically, you are trying to say that the only solution to Nigeria is divide. Like Biafra is the only solution.
Even if they don't want to call it Biafra. You know, one of the major problems, our contemporaries and our counterparts, that is the Yoruba and the Hausa, the other parts of the country have, is the name Biafra. Please remove the name Biafra and understand that you yourself, you are in problem. So let's leave the name Biafra. What you need is freedom because we are caged up in something that is impossible. Give it 500 years, 1,000 years, 4,000 years. We keep on running in circles until everybody decides or two things will happen. One particular group must dominate. That is why it's either Fulani dominate or Yoruba dominate or Igbo dominate.
But now, who do you think that is dominating?
The people dominating right now, it is haphazard. It is not one way. The people dominating now, economically speaking and academically speaking, Igbo is dominating, and Yoruba have a very strong intellectual sophistication. I must respect Yoruba intellect. However, the Hausa, they are late. They are far behind. But they are dominating in power.
Because number one, they are going to dominate in power. The number one reason is because of their population. Because according to ChatGTP, Kanu, the population in Kanu is higher than the population in Southeast, whole Southeast.
But the population that ChatGPT was fed with an information that was construed by falsity.
Even Google
was fed. Google is updated. People, I can put my document on Google and you browse it. So the truth is that the national census is here. How the thing was manipulated. Do you know that the Igbo is the highest population in Nigeria?
How come why in the motherfucking chat?
The Igbo is the highest population in Nigeria. But by geography, the Northerners, they have a larger span of land. What is the person?
I studied geography. Slim Joe is not anymore.
Okay, so I don't get the point. Maybe you rephrase a point off, man.
Let's go.
Now, by land mass, they have a very large land mass. But you cannot talk about population, human population by land mass. You don't calculate population. Here are good census by mother, not by land. But they reconstruct the census pattern to look like the bigger the space, the bigger the people. But Ndi Igbo are also occupying there. The population of Northerners in the east are lesser than the population of Easterners in the north. And also only one here. to compare with our people there. Our people are in Yoruba. So if you say, let us conduct a clean population, the first population census made in Nigeria was part of the things that caused the problem because it was manipulated to favor the North, to give the Northerners a higher number so that revenue allocation, this system of bring your own, we now begin to share it according to population.
Capitalism.
Yes.
Sharing every this thing to component region.
Yes.
Rubbish system of government. Nigeria cannot thrive with that system. And they talk ham. Get the guy in Abuja. So we Abians, we get Abuja calculate it with this almost 90. I swear.
So even the car, each time you enter a filling station and buy fuel, you are feeding some Northerners who refuse to work.
Okubawa in the motherfucking chatting. Okubawa in the motherfucking chatting. Let's go.
Each time you recharge your prepaid meter, you are feeding some Igbo guys who refuse to work if you are not an. So that it would not seem as if this whole discussion is one-sided. So the truth is this. Let people who earn use their hard work to feed themselves and develop their region. So, and to make this happen, it means you are just breeding impoverishment. So, I am consistent with my statement that the more you try to make Nigeria work, the more you postpone what is actually going to work and you extend more opportunity for one people to dominate. And Fulani is coming. Before Fulani is coming. A Chinese philosopher, Mao Zedong, said something. Power is in the barrel of gun.
I swear. Okubawa in the motherfucking chat. I tell them that one of the things that are going to keep many people poor, that they are going to use to waste their time is from now to 6 months' time. They believe that they have a PVC and their PVC is going to save them. That's why they are not going to hustle and make money. They believe that a PVC
is going to save them.
That is being issued to them by somebody that was appointed by somebody in a rule, an incumbent governor. Now, you know, in 1999, the problem there is that Obasanjo chorega second tenor. And when you have a second tenor, we make the constitution.
Normal.
Obasanjo chorega second tenor as a president. Ojo Zokalo then was his Onyenko. Ojo Zokalo said, if you want to go to second tenor, that means that governors will start going, we go to second tenor. He made the constitution, amend the sign. Papa said to be. Tell me, for me, the worst thing in Nigeria is getting the independence in 1960. South Africa is one of the best countries in Africa today when it comes to infrastructure. They allowed the Oyibo Wainega Hamba without Kaharuzie their country. Nigeria is too because that constitution they had there. I feel that it was too early. Then before they condition.
Normal level.
You believe will be in this country?
Of course now.
I cannot believe in this country. A country happen a save it have been $1 this year. Like a save it have been go this year. Number one reason why I made a save it I'm junkie when it comes to buying fuel. I'm a petroleum junkie in a country, in an oil producing country. Fuel is my 60% of my income is being used to purchase fuel in an oil producing country. Guy, omo, got your here gown.
Normal.
Oti said, here gown. There is the level of egi geji. Your girl child Agabaliasha will look at $10. You cannot see DJ copy. No, that. You got only DJ copy. Ashawo na DJ copy na the same sentence. This is the work of getting rich parents, wealthy parents. An average parent in Nigeria, poverty. In the motherfucking chat. I don't believe that. I don't believe in Nigeria.
Yeah.
I dey try my Ige Kwete.
Surely.
I don't already tell them. This guy now, tell him something. Sorry for interrupting.
Normal.
I grew maybe 3 years ago. Okay, 2 years ago. We can fight and we can overcome. We can stop Ashawo from the streets. Yem grew nego him lucky to be the inspiration. Children from the streets. I grew sitting on the wall this morning, thinking about how hook up is common in our society. I keep asking myself, why? Is it the fault of the parents and the society? I made a statement telling people that one of the things he made in Ashawo, the numbers of prostitutes is increasing in Nigeria on a daily basis, is because the number one thing they make out university. An average Nigerian parents go na mwaga abaga Ashawo no malo no go oba hala university on a game Ashawo. The chances are too high
because they don't give them the adequate requirements to survive their
normal level
requirements. Because how can you expect a girl? Do you know what it means to train someone at university?
That's what I am now. Now, yesterday, I was on my live here yesterday. I told them that it can. Do you know that they guys one at university? Problem can on a front, Oti. Problem can on a front. Utam the obiade mechicha na ego na. Imagine say I don't born. Imagine say I don't marry. And I come marry poor girl. Where in Papa no get 1 naira. One of the things, worst thing you make in Nigeria, an average Nigeria as of today, when you got a marriage, happy marriage, focus on your life. If you die today, no how again that they are the ones that are going to continue your legacy. And you don't know anything that is happening here again. So what are we saying? Now when we came on one I contribute to Yege Bukweki.
Yeah, but of course,
I told them that now. When I rush again, when we get back out, the court actually you're work on shower go come in. Oh, come on in the motherfucking chat. When does it actually continue?
Yeah. So I would like to make also a submission. My submission is that young people in Nigeria, we don't have balls. And anyway, balls.
How do you mean?
What I mean is that if at all what is happening in Nigeria today with regard to security, no make it in a place like, let me not go far, South Africa. Let me just use South Africa for example. All South Africans, I see this people, irrespective of the fact that South Africans are practicing xenophobia, which is something I strongly condemn. But you see something in the psychology of South Africans. They are united in their interests. So even their police, you will not see them, they will just be petting the xenophobic citizens. So if at all this thing happened in Nepal, in any country, there will be people will not be saying, let's wait to vote in someone who will correct it.
I swear.
They will shut down by now. Everybody in a revolution. Everybody in a shut down. It's not so. Very dark man is protesting. He has been on the street. People are protesting. Showore will be on the street but we are 200 million people, 1,000 people are on the streets. They will just shout them.
Because 1,000 Nigerians, or 0.2% of Nigeria,
yes.
I think more than 250 million.
Yes.
It's treasonable. All treason that this group of people should even overthrow the government.
If you experience 1 million man march, if 1 million people hit the street, 1 million people, soldiers will be scared of shooting.
How many soldiers came in Nigeria?
1 million man march, if 1 million people hit the street. But the thing is that we are all scared of dying, even me. You know, but we love life. To the point now, we can't take it anymore. To that extent. And the time is coming, and those things need to happen. Oh, yeah, happy hit the streets. Then, this idea that we are thinking of tolerating. I was just shocked. Boko Haram members reintegrated. Do you know? Now, one day, not this thing. It will happen in the East here, not prophecy, but common sense. Now, I tried and make a test running in the north. These people are test running in the north to see your morale, the level of your morale. Where Air Force men will just drop bomb in the market and kill market women, kill people, and they will call it accidental discharge. Nothing will happen, no protest. Hey! That means na ga bia na enwere ike bia na rara drop or bomb enweghị ga-eme. Ndị mmadụ anwụchia. Akpọ accidental discharge. Onye ọbụla ka continue with business, continue life. Do you now see why Nigeria will not work? That our level of indifference is high. And we now see the Northerners as different set of people. They see us as different set of people. So we cannot be united to just want, Nigeria can work. I will solve the problem of Nigeria. I need you to engage me in a debate. If I don't finish you, you bring your facts, I bring my facts. You give me the reason. How will you make this? This is a British mistake. This is, in fact, Nigeria will come next year. Let the new equation. So the thing is that, please, if you have any good plans for yourself, enjoy your life when you can. If you are pessimistic, that is, you give up hope, you can't do anything. But if you want to leave a legacy, stop leaving the legacy on political party in Nigeria and all this rubbish. Leave your legacy in fighting for your freedom. But make sure you're interested in legacy. Follow the mediocres and the cowards in their simple mediocrity. Live your life. That is just the solution. But if you want to leave a legacy, keep fighting for your freedom. Which one thing I know is that so long as human beings say the possible, it's one day I got concussion. Or one day it will happen. So we might not be alive to witness it.
I swear. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for joining. I enjoyed this one, I must say. And I want to especially thank my guy, Oti Johnknsgley. I'm saying this again for the people that just joined now. Oti Johnknsgley is one of the most intelligent people I've ever seen in my lifetime. And Oti Johnknsgley is one of the reasons I cannot believe in Nigeria. Because somebody as intelligent as this in the UK will not be at this level today. But all the same, accepting our fate, accepting our reality is what we make us a happy people, because Nigeria don't really whine us normal level. And I want to especially thank you for coming. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm coming live tomorrow. Thank you all for joining.
Thank you for having me, Slim Joe.